This is a broad timeline of the course of major events of the Syrian civil war. It only includes major territorial changes and attacks, and does not include every event. The uprising against Syrian President Bashar al-Assad gradually turned into a full-scale civil war, with two significant milestones being the initial March 2011 Arab Spring protests and the 15 July 2012 declaration by the International Committee of the Red Cross that the fighting had gradually become so widespread that the situation should be regarded as a civil war. Rebel forces, which received arms from Gulf Cooperation Council states, Turkey, and some Western countries, initially made significant advances against the government forces, which were receiving financial and military support from Iran and Russia. Rebels captured the regional capitals of Raqqa in 2013 and Idlib in 2015. Consequently, Iran launched a military intervention in support of the Syrian government in 2014, and Russia followed in 2015, shifting the balance of the conflict. By late 2018, all rebel strongholds, except parts of Idlib region, had fallen to the government forces. In 2014, the Islamic State won many battles against both the rebel factions and the Syrian government. Combined with simultaneous success in Iraq, the group was able to seize control of large parts of eastern Syria and western Iraq, prompting the US-led CJTF coalition to launch an aerial bombing campaign against it, while providing ground support and supplies to the Kurdish-majority Syrian Democratic Forces. By way of battles that culminated in the Raqqa and Deir ez-Zor offensives, the Islamic State was territorially defeated by late 2017. In August 2016, Turkey launched a multi-pronged invasion of northern Syria in response to the creation of autonomous administration of North and East Syria, while also fighting the Islamic State and government forces in the process. In October 2019, Kurdish leaders of Rojava announced they had reached a major deal with the government of Syria under Assad. This deal was enacted in the wake of the US withdrawal from Syria. Between the March 2020 Idlib ceasefire and late 2024, frontline fighting mostly subsided, but there were regular skirmishes. Heavy fighting renewed with a major rebel offensive in the northwest, led by Tahrir al-Sham in November 2024, seizing the second largest city, Aleppo. On 8 December 2024, Syrian opposition forces captured Damascus after Bashar al-Assad's forces withdrew, and subsequently announced the collapse of Assad's regime. There remain millions of Syrian refugees who are displaced into refugee camps across the region under severe conditions. The more detailed timeline of the Syrian civil war is contained in the articles linked to in the info box on the right and in the list below. A chronological narrative of some of the main events and developments follows the list of years, but it is not comprehensive.